Hi, it's Fabulous here. And I remember when I was a kid growing up, there would always be, I shouldn't say always, but oft times, if I got mentioning horses in front of people, there'd be quite often someone in the group who would, very, worldly and kind of nod knowingly and explain to me, that with the thing with horses is you have to show them who's boss because they're dangerous and unpredictable. And I remember, as a kid, I guess I just decided, that even if that was true, I liked horses so much that I was going to take the chance anyway and kind of hang out with them. But over time, I kind of came to realize why people said things like that. Like, I think back when we used horses all the time for things, there was probably a percentage of people who didn't really like horses that much. They just needed horses, to do whatever tasks were at hand, And those horses, if they didn't cooperate the way they were expected to cooperate on a given day, I can't imagine them winning any popularity contests at that point. So that's probably where that kind of opinion about horses came from. Of course, nowadays, because we use horses recreationally, I think that for a lot of horses, not all, but for a lot of horses, things are a lot better. Like we actually now can take the time to learn a horse's language, figure out what he's trying to tell us, and communicate with him what it is we actually want him to do. After 40 years, I am still amazed at how generous and awesome horses are and everything that they'll do for you once you've kind of gained their trust. I know when I was first starting with horses, I would read or watch anything I could get my hands on, just to better understand them. But when I was growing up, there wasn't social media platforms like YouTube or things like that. And if I can make a recommendation, I would not watch videos of damaged, frightened horses. There's a lot of that kind of stuff. It's like clickbait almost. They put the most sensational pictures up to get people to click on it, and those poor horses, if they don't give an explanation for why the horse is like that, and if they don't sort of explain what they're doing to try to make it better, I have zero time for it. And if I can suggest to you, I wouldn't watch those things either. I have had a lot of mature horse lovers over the years come to me with kind of a deep-seated fear just from watching videos like that. And I get it. You want to learn as much about horses as possible. Maybe even if you're a little bit on the nervous side, you want to kind of expose yourself to what could actually happen. But those horses should be left to professionals who can actually help them. I mean, there's some good trainers on YouTube where they've got some dangerous, explosive, troubled horse that's so damaged emotionally, and they explain the circumstances, they explain how the horse shows his fear and his mistrust, and then they pursue a program where they're trying to sort of solve these things for the horse to give him a better life. Those videos have value. I don't personally like to watch them because it depresses me a little bit to think that horses can be gotten to that point, but at least there's value in that. I find zero value in sort of these Yahoo kind of videos where someone's just showing off about how brave they can be with this wild and dangerous horse. What I would recommend, if you're going to go down the YouTube or whatever path and you're going to watch videos like that, look for the ones that are explaining how to never create horses like that in the first place. Like, we want to build connection with horses. We want to, nurture the trust that they naturally give us. Building trust with a horse is such a rewarding endeavor, and there's lots and lots of videos that will explain ways that you can do that. And if I were you, that is where I would spend my time. Okay, that is my rant over for the day. Sorry about that. I just stumbled across one the other day, and anyway, I just find them kind of appalling if they don't have any sort of educational value. Okay, that is it for this week. Remember to thank your horse, and we'll talk to you soon.